Today I am making a live video, so obviously not scripted. I'm going to be doing this while I'm playing, just kind of organizing my thoughts on something I've been thinking about lately. So I have been playing Black Desert for a couple of months. I've returned after, several breaks. As most people do who play this game, they take a lot of breaks just due to the sheer amount of grinding and like RNG enhancing and all that sort of stuff. Um, but I have come back. I've been playing for I think about 3 months now, maybe 2 months, and I have been thinking about how to make my playtime most effective for me and my goals in the side of the game, but also in real life, because as most people know who have played this game before, you can spend tens and thousands of hours just grinding, monsters in a circle to get more gear, to grind more monsters in circles over and over again. And right now I'm enjoying it, but I know it won't last forever. But the thing is that most people, whenever they play this game, they usually play for 3, 4, 5 hours, and they just grind the entire time, just killing monsters over and over again. Maybe get a little bit of PvP here and there, but most people don't really take a second to think about the longevity that the game can have if they don't grind for 5 hours a day. So I know some people can grind for 5, 6 hours plus per day, but that's not me. I have been thinking of how I can apply the 80-20 or Pareto principle to BDO, and for the last couple of months I've just been sticking with that. And so far my approach has been to just work on the things that I can kind of couple together and make a lot of progress on at once. And it's been working really well for me. It's been keeping me motivated to play the game, and it's also been keeping my playtime to a minimum, just about barely 1 hour a day. Sometimes it's not even close to an hour a day. Sometimes it's more like 20 minutes a day. And it's enough for me to keep making progress. I'm making roughly 1 billion silver or so per day, just barely playing the game. I'm making progress on a lot of my dailies, such as like my Jatina pen accessory, any guaranteed pens that I want. I'm stocking up a bunch of resources. I'm making progress towards infinite health and mana potions, and I'm doing all of this just by playing anywhere from 30 minutes to an hour, sometimes 2 hours per day. It really just depends. If I want to play more or I want to grind more, then I will, but chances are I won't. My friends like to play other games. This is kind of a game that I play by myself whenever I have time, feel like playing something, and I don't want to spend 6 hours a day grinding. So what I do is every single day I have a list of priorities that I want to get done or I want to work towards, and I just do the activities that will benefit me the most or are most effective in completing those goals or those tasks. So my number one priority right now in this game would be to get the infinite health and mana potion pieces, and as of right now I have one mana piece, and I have a mini health pot that's on my other character right now just because I don't really need it on my wizard. And so I'm working towards getting the individual pieces from each of the spots, and I'm doing that in tandem with the Jatina pen crescent, or the pen accessory quest. And I just pick whatever spot for that quest that I'm working towards that piece for. As most of you know, it takes 100 of these pity pieces to drop, or you get the full piece drop. And I only grind one spot at a time generally. Sometimes I'll switch it up depending on how I'm feeling, or if I need more silver at the time, I'll switch to something better than Blood Wolves. But I will log into one character, I'll grab the daily for the Jatina pen accessory, and then if it's Thursday, which is like the weekly reset time, I will also grab the weekly quest for the 5 pity pieces. So here I have the one for Cactums or Blood Wolves, and I'm working towards that as I play just about an hour a day, working towards my Jatina pen and stocking up materials and silver to buy my upgrades. And then once I have enough materials to do, you know, maybe I want to do like an enhancing session, or if I want to use those materials for a guaranteed pen, then I'll just do that. Sometimes I opt to just sell them. I keep the Caphras though because I'm using those for something else, but my approach is very much oriented to how can I make the most progress in the least amount of time spent. And to couple with that, in order to keep my silver gains pretty much close to about 1 bill a day, I do different things like farming and imperial cooking, and I turn those in, and I sometimes will cook while I work from home, or if I'm playing a different game with some friends, I'll do some cooking and set up my imperials for usually a week at a time. Just whatever I can do at that moment, whatever's allowing me to get some cooking done. And when you couple those all together, so I cook, do imperial cooking, and I do the turn-ins on those, and like my cooking level on my cooking characters not even that good. I think it's like master 13 or something, so I'm not even at guru yet. And that alone, obviously there are like input costs because you have to buy the materials for the boxes and stuff that you make for imperial cooking, but that alone every day I'm pulling in I think like 100 mil silver, something around there, and that's like 2 minutes of work. And then I grab the Jatina pen and the weekly quest if I don't have it already, and then I grind for about an hour with like max buffs. And because I can't grind for, well, I can, but I choose not to grind for, you know, longer than an hour at a time usually, I have so many loot scrolls stocked up, and for right now I'm not using Agris just because I really don't feel like banking all the time, even though I probably should be, since it's capped and I never can drain it all the way. I just don't feel like it. I grind with max buffs in terms of like drop rate, so I have the highest chance of getting the peace drops or the pity piece drops. And I just couple that all together while stocking up a bunch of silver. So working towards the infinite potions, working towards the Jatina pen, and I'm stocking up silver for either buying upgrades, such as like black star weapons, stuff like that, or enhancing, whatever I really feel like doing. And I've also got all the materials stockpiled. So essentially I don't grind just to grind. I always make sure that when I'm grinding, I have some sort of purpose. And for me, that purpose is working towards the infinite health potions, doing my Jatina pen daily, and just stocking up materials so that I can use them for other things. And for me, this has been working really well to combat burnout. I know when people play this game for, you know, 5-6 hours a day, they grind a ton. They make a lot of progress really fast in the short term. Some people make like 50, 60, sometimes even 100 gear score jumps in that time period, but then they end up quitting the game after like a month. And so far I've been playing for 2 months, or possibly 3 months, I'm not sure. I think it's 2. And I am still having a really good time with the game. I'm enjoying it. I've taken a couple breaks here and there, but they've never lasted more than, you know, maybe like a day or two. Like maybe my friends wanted to play like a specific game, and like I came home from work and just didn't have time to do both, so I just would pick to play with my friends as opposed to play Black Desert. And I'm still making very steady progress. I started up as a seasoned character. I'm at 265 main hand AP. It would be 264, but there's like an event going on right now, and I still need to do the journals, but I'm kind of uh, blocked on the journals right now, unfortunately. There's like a requirement to kill Quint, which is like this troll world boss, and he only spawns at specific times during the week, and right now it doesn't work with my schedule to get it done. So whenever he spawns, I'm never available. So I'm kind of locked out of the journals for right now. So it is what it is. I'm just doing what I can and playing the game in a way that's effective for me. I'm kind of piggybacking off my other video. This is definitely not the most efficient way to play. It's efficient in terms of like coupling tasks together and knocking out a bunch of things at once, but obviously it's way more efficient to be, grinding in a spot where you can utilize your agris most efficiently and make the most money, like centaurs. But I don't want to grind centaurs because I don't have that much time to grind an hour of centaurs to drain my agris, and then I'm doing an hour here to like do my daily quest and work towards my infinite potion. So instead of worrying about what's most efficient, I just do what is most effective for me and my circumstances. And my circumstances, I don't want to play this game for 5 hours a day. I just want to hop on, play for 20-30 minutes, sometimes an hour, sometimes 2 hours, but generally no more than that. And if this is what lets me do what I want, and it lets me progress at a rate that is comfortable for me and I'm still having fun, then for me that's what's most effective. And efficiency just doesn't really matter, because if I chase efficiency as opposed to effectiveness, then I'm just going to burn myself out, and over the long run I will not be making gains because I'll be taking a break from the game because I'm burned out. So just generally that's my approach to Black Desert right now. And the concept of the of work for work, or essentially in this game just like grinding for the sake of grinding, and effectiveness versus efficiency, it's a couple of key topics in this book called The 4-Hour Work Week by Tim Ferriss that I've been reading a lot lately, and it's just gotten me thinking about how I can apply this to as many aspects of my life as I can, just to kind of trim the fat and work in a way that can get a lot done or make a lot of progress towards the things that I want to make progress on without burning myself out. And I think I've found something that seems to be very effective for me in terms of leaving a lot of time left in the day to, for one, do things that I enjoy, so like playing video games, reading, stuff like that. Also getting more stuff done at work, and also still leaving time for me to hang out and play games with my friends when they want to play, because I'm not tied up playing 5-6 hours a day at Black Desert. I'm also able to perform really well at my job because I'm not grinding all the time. I'm just focused on doing the important key tasks at work, and then when I play games here, I just cut my time down to a bare minimum to get progress made on like different things that I need to make progress on, and I still can enjoy my life and do other things besides play Black Desert. And that's just kind of the update I wanted to give today, and I just want to thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.